Hello everyone, I'm not Charlotte. Charlotte is over there if you want to meet with her. And I'm still going to present Phenoclim. So Phenoclim is a citizen science program, and we are trying to measure the impact of climate change in mountain environments. So we are based not very far away, actually 1 hour away from here when there's no traffic. That's not like this morning. And we are based in Chamonix at the foot of the Mont Blanc. And we are a research center, which is a little bit special in the sense that we are an NGO, but still doing research according to international standards and publishing. And we have a double mission of, at the same time, doing research on mountain environment and also disseminating the research that we are doing. So Phenoclim is about phenology. Phenology is the dates of the main seasonal events of the fauna and flora in the world. So we study 10 species of plants, trees, and 6 species of birds and amphibians. And we have in the last 12 years, we've had about 5,000 people who had their study zones in their garden or around their house, and they're following these seasonal events for us. And CLIM for climatology, so we have 60 of these weather stations, temperature stations that are up to 2,800 meters, so that's a unique network in the Alps. About the characteristics of Phenoclim 1 is that, as other programs I've heard, we have a really wide range of citizen scientists, individuals of course, schools of course, but also protected areas, and these protected areas are using Phenoclim as a monitoring tools for their own needs, but also for educational purposes on their territories. And we are across the borders from France, Italy, Spain, France, Italy, Switzerland, and then Spain for the Pyrenees. The number 2 characteristic is that we have a very close relationship between the scientists and the observers, because we are one single institution doing both the science research and the network animation, or keeping motivated our volunteers. So we are directly producing scientific results from the citizen observations. We have a PhD student at the moment doing publishing on the effect of altitude on phenology, only based on the results that have been observed by the scientists. And of course, we're trying to give as much feedback as we can to the observers through a website and regular newsletters, but also on-site meetings. And we're trying to reflect as much as we can on the impact that this scientific program has on people using research again. And the third characteristic that I want to mention about Phenoclim is that we are trying to invent new forms of participation, or not invent, that would be a bit too much, but trying new ways of participation. One is private partners. So we have these weather stations have been developed by technical schools with the support of a private company, the engineers of that private company. And these same climate stations are actually maintained by Orange, which is a telecom operator who sends volunteers, technicians to the stations to maintain them. So these are new ways of contribution from citizens, even in their workplace. And we are trying to involve people also in data analysis and visualization. So this is what I wanted to say about Phenoclim and about Créa Mont Blanc. And feel free to come to Charlotte and myself and discuss our project, your project. Thank you.
Thank you.